This is me, Corey Johns,
And me, Henry Cannon.
and we're doing a rap for 7th grade language arts 7th hour in Miss McCoy's classroom.
Our rap will be about the devastation going on in Japan right now and all the other troubles that's going on over in Japan.
Early one morning with the rising sun, 17 million kids were having some fun.
The ocean was calm and so were the people, all except for one lone seagull.
Fred the seagull knew something wasn't right. The idea of an earthquake just made him take flight.
He flew and flew over the great big blue, while back in Japan it was a hullabaloo.
The nuclear reactors were doing fine, but there was still an earthquake, an 8.9.
Very loud in Japan, alarm sounds blared. 17 million kids were very scared.
Not only children were involved in this crisis, men, women, and babies also paid the prices.
Sirens screamed and babies cried, and 10 million people almost died.
Most escaped, they ran away, but the ones who didn't had a price to pay.
Lives were ruined and the buildings fell. The people who survived had a story to tell.
Got an earthquake in Japan, a tsunami too. They both came out of the great big blue.
It happened there in the North Pacific. The wave it made was quite horrific.
We got an earthquake in Japan, a tsunami too. It affected all, even me and you.
The worst in Japan in 140 years. It made thousands of people shed a lot of tears.
After this unexpected devastation, all the firefighters screamed in extreme frustration.
This earthquake caused a move in the plates. A tsunami appeared and caused dire straits.
This huge tsunami was so big and fast, it swept up hundreds of people in its path.
200 miles from Tokyo, 8,000 people were sent down low.
Another disaster was on the 12th of March. Everyone was thirsty. Man, they parched.
26 hours after the quake, the nuclear reactors started to break.
The earthquake caused the reactors to blow, sending radiation in the atmosphere, bro.
The tsunami there was the worst by far, even though the quake made quite a scar.
The wall of water was 23 feet. It even broke through reinforced concrete.
What the earthquake left, the tsunami took. March 12th was the day that Japan was shook.
An earthquake in Japan, a tsunami too. They both came out of the great big blue.
It happened there in the North Pacific. The wave it made was quite horrific.
Got an earthquake in Japan, a tsunami too. It affected all, even me and you.
It was the worst to hit Japan in 140 years. Made lots of people shed a lot of tears.
After everything was really, really bad, all the Japanese were sad, oh sad.
Thousands in Japan are homeless and unemployed. All their homes and jobs have been just destroyed.
Big tall buildings broke down to rubble. Every family is in some trouble.
Industries are singing low money. The employment is definitely not funny.
If you walk down the streets, you'll see all the destruction. Hopefully Japan will have a resumption.
Thousands died and thousands missing. Some people want to help, but most just won't plain listen.
Yeah, word, yeah. We got this. Yeah. M&M Wrapper. We the group in a century. Yeah.